Isa ka bang negosyante na gustong magbenta online pero namamahalan at nahihirapan gumawa ng sariling online store? Paano kung sabihin ko sa'yo na pwede ka na magbenta online kahit hindi ka techie? May mura at hindi masakit sa bulsa na paraan para makapagsimula ka sa sarili mong online store. Tumatanggap rin ito ng credit cards and cash on delivery para sa mga orders. Nakakonekto sa mga kilalang delivery providers sa Pilipinas. At higit sa lahat, wala ka nang kailangang bayaran na interes at commission sa bawat benta. San ka pa? Gusto mo yon? Gusto ko yan!
Paano mo nasabi?
Lahat yan magagawa ng online store builder ng Prosperna.
Sige, masubukan nga. Paano ba simulan?
Ang gagawin nyo lang ay mag-set up ng account, mag-upload ng logo, at maglagay ng mga products. In just one click, konektado na agad ang mga payment at delivery partners nyo. Pwedeng-pwede na kayo sa e-commerce sa halagang abot kaya.
Ganun ba?
Ganun talaga! Kaya book ka na ng free demo at simulan na ang online negosyo para dumami pa ang benta. Lahat ng yan bigay sa'yo ng numero 1 online store builder ng Pilipinas. Mag-prosper na sa Prosperna!
Mga online sellers, mura, mabilis at maaasahang deliver service ba ang hanap mo? Yung hindi ka napipila ng matagal dahil courier mismo ang pipick up ng parcel sa bahay or opisina mo? Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch ang maaasahan mo. 100% serbisyong Pinoy. Guaranteed next day delivery. Hindi mo kailangan magbayad agad ng shipping fee para maipadala ang parcels mo. Pwede kang mag-offer ng cash on delivery payment sa mga customer mo. No COD fee. Hanggang 5 attempts ang pag-deliver sa customer. No RTS fee. No minimum parcel required para maging VIP partner. Real-time ang monitoring sa libreng dashboard. May magiging dedicated account manager ka pa. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Grow your online business with Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch. Kabiyahe mo sa pag-asenso. Kay Viajeros, siguradong alaga ka sa serbisyo.
Life has become fast and busy. People have become more web savvy on internet. Video is where your customer are spending time. Video marketing is the latest trend. Video marketing is getting bigger and bigger. 95% online marketers use videos. 85% visit the website after viewing the video and make purchase decisions. Video marketing can get you more click-through rate, more exposure, more social engagement, 73% more conversion lift, and 95% more brand impact. Introducing Pinoy eCom Vids. What we do? Video ads, graphic design, motion graphics, and product shoot. Protected deals and 100% successful deals. Here's some of our testimonials. Contact us via Facebook, email, and phone messaging or phone call.
For work or play, increase focus and stamina while powering through a workout or any physical and mental activity. Drink Coffee Charm every day. Get into your optimal energy zone and stay there for longer. We mean what we say what we mean. Say no more.
Hi, good evening again, everyone. So, oo. So, 2 times ako today, no? Pambawi, since hindi ako nakapag-live yesterday. So, as I mentioned, the day is not over since we still have our second episode tonight, which is technically our 9th episode in this May interview series. So, if it's your first time watching tonight, basically, this webinar series is focusing on the lives, focusing on the wins, and focusing on the journeys of these business owners who are either in the e-commerce industry or is related to the e-commerce space. So basically, the goal of having this interview series is to be able to inspire aspiring e-com entrepreneurs. Second, if you had been doing this for a while, to encourage you to continuously go, or to keep on going, if in case you are experiencing some challenges, to be able to inspire you through the stories or through the failures or through the journeys of our guests, and of course, be able to spread good vibes. So our guest for tonight is the owner of Sabel Intimates Ph. So Sabel is a typical curvy Filipina you've typically seen in the 80s television show portraying the roles of a woman who wears fitting clothing at the comfort of her home or even in the public's eye. So it was inspired by the 80s representation of women on TV shows as a curvy Pinay na mahilig maglabas sa batis. They are the ones dressed up in 90s or camisole without wearing any underwear or without wearing any bra. So the feeling comfortable to whatever they wear, something like that. So Sabel is the representation of a body positive in whatever form. So apart from selling one ultimate product, which is the Sabel House Bra, currently they're very proud that Sabel also became a safe space for the plus size amigas or Filipinas. So I am a very proud plus size also, and that's why I'm very excited to have our guest tonight. So good evening, Valerie.
Hi, Sis Mary. Hello, everyone. Good evening po, and
Yan.
thanks for having me here.
Thank you so much for gracing us tonight. And I'm I am a fan of women who bring inspiration to other women. And as we all know, diba, kumbaga here in the Philippines, women are very cautious or conscious when it comes to two things. One is the size of their body, and two is the color of their skin. Unlike, people abroad, it doesn't matter what size they are in, they can still exude beauty and confidence regardless of their size and of their color. Ako, when I was younger, super fan ako ng Likas Papaya soap because I always wanted to be white. Because my mom, yung dad and mom ko kasi hindi sila marunong mag-mix. Yung mom ko is very white. Para siyang Chinese na kaputian. Though my dad is very moreno. And then my dad naman has a very pointed nose. And then I got my mom's nose. So kinidjo ko sila palagi. Sabi ko, hindi kayo marunong mag-mix. So when I was younger, ayan, sige, si Likas Papaya, si whitening soap. And then I suddenly just had a love for the beach. And pag nasa beach ako, gusto ko laging nagbababad ako sa araw. So, kumbaga parang from there, medyo nawala yung pag-whitening, pag-exert ko ng effort to be white. And my relatives from abroad would always tell me na foreigners, like if you're in the States or if you're in Canada, they spend a lot of money to get a morena or like to get tan. Sabi niya, they spend a lot of money to get there, to get that color that you have, sabi niya. So just embrace it. So
Correct.
so yon. And At the same time, diba, it's very, though I think now there are more establishments or there are more stores that offer plus sizes. But like minsan, like before, I remember I went to Green Hills with a friend of mine who's also plus size. So every time we would ask, may size po ba na ganito? Either the seller would tell you, ay ma'am, hindi yan kasha. Or may iba
Uunahan ka
naman,
na.
ay ma'am, hindi yan kasha. Ma'am, walang size. Or minsan naman, alam mo na, tinitingnan mo pa lang, alam mo na hindi kasha sa'yo, ipagpipilitan na kasha. So we would always joke around na ano ba yan, ang racial naman dito, paano maghanap ng damit dito. So ako, very love ko yung mga stores or establishments na talaga nag-offer ng plus size. So good that we have Sabel Intimates Ph. So just before we go there, I wanted to know, Valerie, who is Valerie before you became a business owner?
I'm a full-time mom and a housewife before I became a business owner. So 2015, I gave birth to my son. Siguro mga few months lang nun, I decided to sell yung mga pre-loved clothes ko lang. Kasi syempre, alam mo yun, mommy brains, tapos hindi ka nagfa-function. So parang gusto kong magkaroon ako ng iniisip, may ginagawa. Kasi parang if hindi, parang maka-clouded yung isip ko. So yun, about my background, I was born and raised in Tayabas City, Tayabas, Quezon Province. 100% probinsyana. Tapos, doon ako nag-aral. And then, 2011, right after my graduation, lumipat tuloy. Syempre, ang tinatawag dyan ng mga probinsyana, lumuluwas ka sa Maynila. So, I decided to work dito sa Manila as a call center agent. Bale, nag-graduate pala ako ng Bachelor of Science in Nursing, but due to, siguro poor decisions in life, I was not able to take the boards ever. So, yun, sabi ko nga, part of my mistakes din naman kung ano ako ngayon. So, yun, from then on, nung nag-asawa na ako, dun lang nag-start.
I see. And what role has your husband played sa pagiging business owner mo? Since you mentioned that you were a full-time mom and you were a full-time housewife, and now you're a business owner. So, supportive naman ba si hubby and all?
Very blessed ako to have a supportive husband. Bali, yung husband ko kasi is 11 years senior than me. So, I'm very lucky na napagdaanan na niya lahat ng napagdaanan ng mga boys. So, hindi ko na iniintindi.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. So, sobrang blessed ako sa husband ko. He's very supportive and he understands the nature of having a business kasi especially when you're starting, you don't expect naman your business to feed you like regularly, diba? Parang syempre, you have to take time para medyo kumita-kita ka naman. And he's very supportive. He's not asking for anything. In fact, tonight, parang siya pa yung re-remind sa akin, may interview ka. Very supportive siya. Ako din naman, very supportive din naman ako sa kanya. So, yung sinasabi ko, sa everyday na buhay namin, like, yun nga, siya yung nag-support sa amin financially. Sobrang lucky ako na hindi niya talaga ako in-obliged to give something. Support lang siya ng support. And, yun naman. So far, talagang supportive lang talaga siya.
Sana all, diba? Very, very nice to hear that from you. So, is he employed or does he also have his own business?
He is employed right now. He's a golf director in Wak Wak Golf and Country Club po. Before, when we were starting, he was a professional golfer. He usually competes locally and internationally. Tapos nung nagkaroon na po kami ng anak, naisip niya na hindi, syempre, tumatanda ka na, di ba? So, he decided to shift sa golf course management na po. Nangano po ako. Okay.
I see. How do you keep yourself motivated? What are the things that keeps you doing to achieve your goals?
Mainly my son. Kasi I have
Mm-hmm.
a 6-year-old son. Isa pa lang naman yung anak ko. But, and my husband, of course. Silang dalawa talaga yung nagmo-motivate sa akin araw-araw. Kasi, sa totoo lang, hindi ako takot mamatay. Pero takot akong mawalan, na pag mawawalan ako ng mag-watch over sa pamilya ko. It's really, really scary. But, sa death, I'm not scared of that. So what motivates me every day right now, I'm morbidly obese, sis. So whenever I see my husband and my kid, tinatry ko na rin maging healthy for them. Not just for the business, but maging healthy for them. Kasi if you will not take care of your health, lahat ng paghihirap ng ito, kahit magkaroon ka ng milyones, in one snap, pwede ka nang kunin. And parang, wala, parang mawala ng saysay. And sabi ko nga, bata pa yung anak ko, so kailangan lang tuloy-tuloy lang yung buhay. And really, you have to find ways to survive and to prolong your life.
That's right. That's correct. How many times have you failed as a business owner?
Many times. Many times. Kasi marami na rin akong naging business. Kasi ako, malakas din naman kasi yung loob ko. Like in our family right now, ako lang kasi yung into business. All of them, they're really believers of employment. And I've seen, okay, how many times? Nawalayo pala ako. How many times have you failed? Marami. So ayan, nagkaroon ako ng milk tea business, okay? Nagkaroon ako ng mobile milk tea business. Ang ginagawa ko nun, if there's mga parties and all, we cater. Kumbaga kung may dessert buffet, merong milk tea buffet. May, meron din akong, nag-try din akong concoct ng mga soaps. Ang hilig ko, basta lahat ng pwede kong matutunan, tinututunan ko. So, syempre, I wouldn't say it failed talaga totally. It's just that I really have to stop kasi yun nga, on and off lang kasi ako. Kasi nga may bata ako. So, siguro mga more or less mga 8 times. 8 times ako nag-fail sa business.
Dami na. When did you start, Sabel?
Oh, Sabel is just pretty new. I started lang last December 2020. Yes, last December, yeah.
I see. So, since you mentioned that you've failed roughly around 8 times, can you share with us what are some of the mistakes that you have made along the way?
Okay. Number 1 talaga is handling your finance, cash flow. Parang hindi ibig sabihin na meron kang kapital, hindi ibig sabihin na kaya mong maglabas ng pera. Kasi yun yung feeling ko, on my experience, yun yung medyo hindi ko natuunan ng pansin. Kasi even before, I'm not really good at math. Promise. Like, that's why I didn't take accounting kasi hindi ako I'm not really good at numbers. So, feeling ko dun lang ako nagfe-fail sa ganong part. Hindi, even right now, I'm still a work in progress eh. I'm still learning. Handling of money talaga. Kasi, pagka super dami mo nang iniintindi, hindi mo na alam kung paano yung payables mo, yung receivables mo, and all. So, you really have to be conscious and be aware of how this your finance goes on. Yun.
Right. Despite the hardships and the failures, why do you still keep going?
Yun nga kasi I grew up kasi how can I say that? Wala kasi akong role model. So parang I've seen couple of people fail in aspects, for example, mga tao na hindi nangarap, ganon. Parang, in my, sa sarili ko, parang gusto kong itama kung ano yung nakita kong mali along the way ng paglaki ko. Also, I've seen successful people from the corporate world that dedicated their time, most of their time working in the corporate world. But at the end of the day, makikita mo sila, they still worried after their retirement. They still worried about their pension and the money left in their bank accounts na hindi pa pala yun enough for them to survive. I've seen also people who really parang dedicated all their lives sa corporate world. But since hindi ka na nila kailangan, they can easily ease you out anytime, and at any means. Kung hindi ka na nila kailangan, they don't care whatever, what do you call it? Yun na itulong mo sa kanila. They don't care. So, doon ako nagtulak bakit gusto ko mag-business. Kasi, takot ako maging empleyado. Kasi nakita ko talaga sa kanila at masakit yung mga napagdaanan namin doon.
I see. So with Sabel, are you the one making the designs?
Yes.
That's nice. So you have a team. So we have a staff na nagtatahi.
Yes, I have my my team for the production. I have from the patterns to the cuttings. Talagang super involved ako kasi I really have to understand how it works. Kahit sa mga sinulid and tela, personally, ako talaga yung nag-asikaso for that. Also sa packaging, lahat-lahat talaga.
So, paano mo na-build si Sabel? Since you mentioned earlier na before you were selling pre-loved clothes, tapos you also did different kinds of businesses. Paano nag-start si Sabel mismo?
Si Sabel mismo. Kasi I grew up, yung sinasabi ko nga sa mga live namin, I grew up na malaki talaga ako. Parang hindi naging normal kasi yung katawan ko. So, all the struggles, yung minimension mo nga kanina, naramdaman ko yung struggles sa paghahanap ng damit, especially yung mga underwear. Kasi, di ba, Asian size talagang walang kasya sa akin, sis. Dumating tayo sa point na my tita always buy me underwears or bra sa ukay-ukay, US ukay-ukay, just to fit my boobs. Kasi nga walang kasya. Tapos pag naman sa panty, so syempre kailangan pambuntis ang panty natin, di ba? Kasi hindi pwedeng maliit, no? So talagang yung Lola panty has been part of my life ever since. Kasi hindi talaga pwedeng naka-hipster ka, te. Hindi ako pwedeng ganon. So nakita ko yung discomfort. Na grabe, no? Talagang, hindi naman natin medyo tayo na lumaki tayo, pero nakakaawa tayo na wala tayong, hindi natin mahanap yung comfort sa mga damit natin. So sabi ko, this bra kasi talaga, it is inspired by one of a genius businesswoman in the US. Doon talaga siya nagsimula. So nakita ko siya, sabi ko, grabe yung problema ko sa breast ko kasi I really have a big breast. Nakita ko, oh my God, masusolusyonan nito talaga eh. So like 2017, sis, I tried to import from China kasi I saw one. Because they do not sell it. Sa US, they do not sell and deliver in Asia, anywhere in Asia. So it's really impossible for me to get one unless I'll go there and buy for myself. But it's too expensive. So eto na, nakita na syempre sa China, di ba? Nag-import ako. So, pagdating dito, syempre,
ito yung bra, right? The one that is flashing. Ayan, para makita nila yung bra. Oo nga naman, di ba? Ang laki naman talaga ng sakop nitong bra na to.
Salong-salo yan, sis.
Oo.
Tapos
And then,
so nag-import ako. Pagdating dito, syempre, alam mo yun, syempre pag housewife ka, syempre wala ka namang ganun daming pera, di ba? So, kung ano lang yung kayang mong mahingi, ganyan. Konting ipon. Siyempre, pagkakasya yun. So, sumugal ako kasi sabi ko, gusto ko to talaga. Dumating sa akin yung packaging. via DHL pa ata yun or ano. Dumating sa akin, sis, hindi naman sa ano, kahit yung kapatid ko na size B, hindi kasya sa kanya yung pinakamalaki. Tapos, ang pangit ng tela, it's like parang velvet or something. Na how can this be a towel bra if ganito yung tela? So, parang fail. So, I tried to negotiate with the supplier if I can return it. So, at the end of the day, ayaw na nila eh. At the end of the day, na-return ko naman, pero syempre, nadalhan ako ng pera for that, yung mga taxes and ano.
Right.
So, yun. Oo. So, fast forward to 2020, medyo normal na ako, medyo equipped na ako ng lakas ng loob and na-train na ako along the way. So, sabi ko, parang I think this is a good start. Kahit siguro pakunti-kunti. Parang feeling ko ready na ako. So, I started with Sabel na.
Right. Tapos nakikita ko yung mga size dito. So, cup B and C are actually considered as small.
Yes.
Right?
Diba?
Tapos merong, oo. Kasi ano ba ako? C ako eh. C. Pero C. Pero pag magta-try ako ng C na foreign, masyado siyang parang exage na yung pagkalaki niya.
Uh-oh.
So, nakakatawa kasi dito small ang C. So, talagang good siya for big-breasted women talaga.
Correct, sis, yes.
So, other than itong bra na to, what other products does Sabel have?
Well, that's
or are you
actually
starting with this one?
Yes. We're just starting with this one muna. Since I really wanted to, for the people, for the Filipina women, for the plus size Pinays, to know about this product kasi it really helped me a lot. And,
Right.
And everybody deserves this kasi given our weather, given our season, di ba? Sobrang init dito sa Pilipinas. Correct, di ba? Ako talaga, I don't like wearing bras. Though, kasi nga, syempre, mommy boobs na, so medyo saggy na siya. Lahat ng discomfort nararamdaman. So, yun. Talagang, nagfo-focus muna ako dito sa ultimate product namin. And then, kung loloobin and claiming, of course, in a few months or years' time, we can expand naman.
Right. Very comfy. Pakita natin. Ayan.
Yes.
Very comfy talaga. Actually, tama ka, no? Parang pwede mo nga siyang, like, kung sobrang init talaga, no? You can actually just wear this and probably just wear your shorts or wear this and wear your pants if you're just at home. O, ito pa.
Correct.
Ayan, diba?
Yes.
Parang naka-ano lang talaga siya. Just to give enough support for the boobs. Or kunyari, hindi mo talaga carry to go all naked. At least you can wear this one as support na for your boobs. And then, pa-press ko na.
Correct.
Walang kainit-init.
And two of the benefits kasi talaga ng Sabel house bra is yung under boob sweat natin. So, all well-endowed women will relate. Talaga, no?
Yes.
Sabi nga ng marketing manager namin, for example, after bath, ang ganda-ganda pa ng mukha, nagme-makeup ka na, pero yung katawan mo, hulas na sa pawis. So, ang laking bagay po talaga, ang laking bagay niyan, especially kasi nga parang nakatuck in siya sa ilalim.
Right.
Thus, it helps prevent under boob rashes. Kasi minsan, sa sobrang may friction, pawis, and bacteria, nagkakaroon siya ng rashes. Yun.
Tsaka this one, it's very safe to use even if you're sleeping, diba? Kasi like, usually, diba, like, that's why when women are at home, oftentimes they don't wear bra. Parang that's the time to let the boobs breathe, diba?
Correct.
But with this one, it's very breathable already. So, even if you're at the comfort of your home, you still get that support that you need. Kasi di ba may iba naman, ayaw nagtatanggal ng bra or kahit natutulog, nakabra pa din. Kasi natatakot na magsag yung boobs. But
marami
technically,
conscious sa ganyan.
but that's the reality, di ba? As we age,
Correct.
the boobs will really will really go down. So, here, at least, you still have that support. Tapos sabi nga ni Valerie, you don't have to worry about the sweating or the rashes. And at the same time, if you fall asleep, or you can actually sleep wearing it because it's basically just providing you support for the boobs. So, very, very
Yes.
nice. How do you generate ideas, Valerie?
I have to keep myself updated sa trend. Kumbaga, hindi ka dapat papakampante. Like, madaling magsimula, pero I mean, mahirap magsimula, pero mas mahirap mag-maintain day by day, right? So,
Sure.
ako, how do I generate new ideas? I make sure to meet new people. Promise, I enjoy that. I enjoyed meeting you, Mary. Especially for those na sobrang positive and uplifting people. Grabe, parang naiiba yung takbo ng isip mo. You get to learn real stories from other people, and then parang nare-refresh yung isip mo, thus nakakapagbigay ka ng new ideas. So, yun, I always update myself, check sa social media kung anong bago, kung anong trend, and I just always make myself open to whatever and ready. Kasi anytime, maraming changes ang nagbabago, so kailangan mo mag-adapt doon.
Yes, that's right. And actually, as I shared, no, during the
Oo.
intro, that's also one of the reasons why I came up with this webinar series for the month of May. Other than the fact that, one, a lot of people had transitioned to selling online given the pandemic, and since a lot of people have shifted to buying online, kaya there's a lot of people who's actually trying venturing online business. But one, some people are just not ready for the game itself because, one, not a lot of people are open to the challenges. Not a lot of people are open to the failures. People are blindsided by the success of other people, but they don't know the backstory behind the success that they see. And I mean,
Correct.
so far, I mean, you're my ninth guest, and 9 out of 9, well, technically 10 kasi I had one episode na dalawa sila sabay. I mean, 10 out of 10 of these successful people have all shared that they have not failed 1, 2, or 3 times, but many
Correct.
times. But basically, the common denominator with everybody is that they never let that failure stop them from the goal that they do want to reach. I think even if not an online business, even not in e-com, in any type of business that you would want to venture in, failures will always come. It will always be there. And very nice yung sinabi mo kanina, no, finances. Actually, even Edward, the guest before you, he did mention the same thing. And actually, honestly, for me, I think finances was one of my biggest failure as well because we never looked at the finances too much. I remember there was one person who asked me, siguro last year or a year ago, like, how do you know if your business is doing well? Like, parang he was asking me for figures and numbers. And I was like, so to be honest, I don't know what the figures are, but I can buy whatever my family needs, whatever my family wants, and I can buy what I need and what I want. So, parang for me, that was already my measure of the business is doing well. And then, time came na, diba, parang when the pandemic came, medyo mas naging strict na kasi si BIR, diba, when it comes to online businesses. So, a lot of businesses were forced to register their business, and we did the same thing. And when the business was registered already, ayan na, biglang, ano yung ganito? Biglang tinitingnan mo na isa, tinitingnan mo na lahat. Since you need to record everything. And that's when I realized that, oh my God, my expenses are a lot more compared to what I'm actually gaining. Kumbaga, blindsided lang ako because since like with online business, or like with us, we provide the drop shipping service. So the money that you get from the courier is lump sum. So parang kunyari in a week, every pasok ng pera sa bank account nasa seven digits. But those are not just your money. Kumbaga expenses, remittance for the client, so on and so forth. But since you don't look at the granular detail of the finances, you only look at what you get every week. So parang iniisip mo na everything is going to the right, or parang everything is good. But yun nga, finances, being particular with your cash flow, with the ins and outs, regardless if your business is I think it's better pa nga if your business is very new, tapos ganun ka naka-keen when it comes to your cash flow, ins and out, nire-record mo na lahat. It would be easier for you to see if you're really gaining or not. And parang one of the things that I also heard from past speakers is that pag kumikita na, wag mo nang gastusin yung pera. Kumbaga, tiis-tiis muna, ipon-ipon muna. Kasi minsan na ganun din diba? Kumbaga parang na-excite, ay, kumita na ako ng ganito, gastos agad. Diba? So, ipon muna. So, it's really good to get to find out stories, because it only encourages you to either get past your current challenges, or at the same time, it'll also tell you if should I really pursue this goal of wanting to be in business, knowing that these are the potential hurdles, or these are the potential challenges that will come my way. Can you describe to us, since you're a mom, you're a wife, and now you're a business owner, can you describe or outline your typical day to us?
Okay, first, I'm not a morning person, ha. and my husband doesn't care at all. So, because I sleep in the morning na rin. So, hindi ko na sasabihin kung ano oras ako nagigising. Pero, basta pag nagising ako, syempre, I have to cook. I have to cook for my kid. Sorry. Around like 6:30 or 7, my husband will say goodbye na to me kasi papasok na siya. So, sometimes I try to assist him, like preparing food for him, his water, binubuksan ko yung gate if walang magbubukas, like that. Then I go back to sleep. Tapos, pagkagising ko, I have to prepare for my son's food, our food. Kasi wala naman kaming helper. So, I have to prepare food, kaya konting linis and all. Tapos, I have to feed my son. After that, I have to prepare him for school. Pero, syempre, hindi mo siya pwedeng iwanan. So, I have this converted 1-bedroom for our office. So, dalawang table, isa for him and one for me. So, while he's doing his online class, nakaganyan lang ako. And ako naman, kung ano yung kaya kong matapos for the day, tinatapos ko. And again, Mary, I am still a work in progress. I'm not really perfect. I still have problems with time management, and I'm still working on it, really. So, kung anong matapos ko, I'm trying to write it on the wall. I have my planner here. So, anong kailangan kong sikasuhin. Kasi in Sabel, talaga, I'm very hands-on, especially yung mga content niya. And also the designing, I do everything. So, kailangan medyo flexible talaga tayo. So, after class, and tapos na rin ako, konting relax muna ng konti, linis-linis, and then around 4 o'clock or 5, magpe-prepare na ako for dinner. 5 o'clock, we have to walk. At least I walk now. Thank God. I walk now for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Thanks to my husband. Okay. So I walk, I bring my son sa park. So naglalaro na siya doon. Kasi nagigilty na din ako kasi baka mamaya yung lifestyle niya magaya sa akin. So lakad-lakad na kami sa park. And it helps me also to clear my mind. Kasi talagang mahirap maging nanay po, baka akala niyo po dyan, lalo na pag nasa bahay. medyo nakaka-relax ako noon. So, after mga 6 to 6:30, I have to eat with my husband, syempre. Kailangan mong samahan ng pagkain, ganyan. Or pag may mga interviews, inaagahan ko naman yung mga preparation for dinner. And then, syempre sa gabi, masama-sahay ka ng asawa mo, ganyan. Papatulog ka ng anak. Tapos, sa totoo lang, ang pagiging nanay po, sa gabi po talaga nakakapag-relax. Kumbaga, kasi may iba kasi na, puro cellphone ka sa gabi. Pero sa totoo lang, yun lang yung time namin para makapag-relax. Yun lang lumalabas yung ideas namin. So, pagdating ng gabi, yung mga ideas ko naman yung inaayos ko. And then, goes on and on and on. Ganon.
Kaya late ka na natutulog. Kasi since kumbaga more of the businesswoman and you works nighttime hanggang madaling araw. Since you don't need to worry about husband and baby boy, no. And yes, it's really hard. Ako like, my God, if I don't have my mom and if I don't have my helper, I really don't know how my life would be with my kids. Though now, syempre, there are 11 months. Pero medyo
so
kasi, like for me personally, parang medyo other than the fact na may panganay and my twins have a 10-year age gap, since my panganay is special, never kong na-experience, though when he was growing up naman kasi, I was a full-time corporate slave naman, no? Call center din ako for 12 years. So pero sa panganay ko kasi I never experienced na aalis ako ng bahay at naghahabol siya. Never ko sa kanya na-experience yun. If you say goodbye to him, it's fine with him. Ganun siya. Or pag kunyari, ilang days na niya ako di nakikita, hanapin niya lang ako, mag-video call lang ako, pero sa video call, super suplado siya. Pero the fact na tumawag na ako, okay na sa kanya yun. But my twins, hindi ko nga alam kung maybe because they're mix yung blood nila, no? They're 11 months, pero my God, they're so demanding. I swear. They're so demanding. They're so clingy. So, I don't go to the office as much. I just also work at home. And actually, itong playroom nung panganay ko, ako ang nakikihate. So it's may slash my office. So parang di ba yung sabi mo with your baby boy, ganun din, you share the same space.
Correct.
Ganun din kami. Pero yung kambal ko, my God, from makita lang nila ako sa baba and pag kunwari magtatrabaho na ako, akit na ako, nagwawala. At 11 months, sinisigawan ako, my God. And one reason ba't hindi ako nakapag-live kasi yung helper ko is, actually yung helper namin now, yung parang technically yaya ng twins, is the same yaya of my panganay. So, when ang rest day niya is every other week. So nag-rest day siya nung Sunday, tapos birthday niya, kahapon, hindi nakabalik dahil party, ganyan, lasing. Hindi kaya ng powers ko ang more than 24 hours na full-time mom. Nasa-stress ako. Tsaka sobrang umiinit yung ulo ko. Kumbaga parang, since program na din kasi syempre like ako I'm like now I need to run a business on my own. I'm also learning new things, and like before meron akong kahate or there are things that I do, there are things that my ex-partner does. So now I need to do everything. So yung utak ko naka-program siya na Monday ito na yung task o Sunday. Usually when my yaya is on off, hindi talaga ako hindi ako talaga nag-work anything. I don't even touch I'll open my laptop because ayoko yung stress na maggagawa ng konting work tapos biglang chaos in the house. So, talagang naka-program yung utak ko na wala. Though, my mom is here naman, but my mom's old na din. She's 73. Eh my God, diba? We have 3 boys. So, hindi
Tsaka twins, no? Hindi biro yan. Sko.
Ay nako, sila, double the fun, double the joy, pero sus ko, pag talagang inatake
double trouble.
double trouble talaga. Kaya nga sabi ko, my God, is it because they're half Nigerian or parang mixed blood? Or ganun talaga yung kabataan ngayon? Hindi ko masabi. Kasi di ba sabi nga nila, terrible twos and terrible threes. Girl, wala pa silang 1 year. Wala pa silang 1 year old. Nakakaloka talaga. So,
siguro
it's
nga kasi
really
wala
hard
ka na
to
sa
be a
corporate
mom.
world. Wala ka na sa corporate world. So
Pwede.
you spend lots of, most of your time with them. That's why. Pros and cons
No,
of
though
being
with my panganay, there was a time naman na I was a full-time mom for 3 months ba? 4 months. Parang there was a time na I had to resign from work because that was the time that we found out na he had a problem. And then that time I was working day shift because of Australian client. And it was very hard to find a therapist for me during that time. So, tapos nagpapalipat ako ng gabi, hindi nila ako malipat. So, I had to choose between being a mom and being a corporate worker. That time kasi, nung time una siyang na-diagnose ng GDD, or global delay, even during that diagnosis, parang me, as long as I get to pay for the school, as long as I get to pay for the therapy, I felt that I was doing my job as the mom. Parang ganun. Of a special child. But I think it was God's way na biglang, kailangan ng, kasi ang pinaka-natamaan sa kanya ng autism niya is his speech. Pero academics is really, really good. So, it's his speech and his social skills. So, that time, I had to find a speech pathologist. So, hindi pwede yung basta mga speech therapist lang. Kailangan pathologist. And it was so hard to find one during that time. So, that's why I had to resign. Sabi ko, sige, I'll give myself
3 months.
a month. So, I'll give myself a month and then go back to work. And then, for some reason, so, nakahanap na ako ng therapist. For some reason, nakakatatlong buwan na hindi ako makahanap-hanap ng work. And then, parang, though that time, wala pa talaga siyang sinasabi na kahit ano. As in, para pa lang siyang boses ibon lang talaga siya na, para lang siyang humuhuni. And then, parang there was this video that I watched na that was my wake-up call na I had to understand what autism was. So I had to parang that video hit me. Parang that video showed yung mga worst case ba na the kid was wearing a helmet kasi parang he would slam his head or he would slam his head. So nilagyan siya may helmet siya palagi. Sabi ko parang grabe. Sabi ko I didn't know that it could be this bad. But I was fortunate that my son was not like that. So, after that, that's when I started to continuously watch videos about autism, and then I tried to understand, and kumbaga parang sabi nga nila, diba, if yung mga people who have autism, meron silang sariling mundo. And the best way to get through them is by joining them in their own world. Ganon siya. Kumbaga parang you cannot force them to adapt to what is normal to you.
Life, yes.
So I had to adapt to his world. So naging full-time mom din naman ako. And actually that was the first time na na-introduce din ako sa online job like Upwork kasi parang 6 months. Almost 1 year din ako nung na hindi ako corporate world. Pero parang since January ako nag-resign, nagka-online work ako mga June pa. And I didn't even know that online work was existent that time. Because if I know na gano'n, baka January or Feb pa lang nagtitingin-tingin na ako. Kasi parang nag-a-apply pa din ako noon eh. Pero parang siguro parang sabi ni God, hindi ka muna magtatrabaho dyan, intindihin mo muna yung anak mo.
Focus mo muna yung anak mo.
Oo. And then a year after that, parang 6 months ako na Upwork. Tapos siya ako ulit na corporate.
Corporate.
Kaya yun yung sinasabi ko na hindi ko maintindihan if iba lang ba yung mga kabataan ngayon or because my son was special that time or maybe because foreign kasi ang lalaki din ng mga baby ko eh. Parang
Talaga?
more than one. Though the dad is 6'7" kasi. So, and kumbaga, on their side, everyone is 6 feet and above. Even his mom, his sisters, everyone is 6 feet and above. And even the pedia tells me na guaranteed na yan na basketball players yan in the future.
Secure mo na para chill-chill ka na lang. Sino yung college nila, ganyan.
Nilagyan ko sila ng basketball ring. Sus ko, wala pang 2 araw na hila. Wala, 2 araw lang natanggal na. Pinaghihila na yung ring nila. So, wala na kami mapag-shootan ng bola. So, yun. So, yes, it is very challenging to be a full-time mom and a business owner at the same time. So, parang ako naman, if my helper is here, 80% of the time, I'm working. Tapos, if I have free time, that's the time that I spend time with them. Though with my panganay naman, since he's 11, and even if he's special, medyo suplado na din talaga. Minsan, kailangan 100 times mo tawagin bago ka papansinin. Pero usually, though wala siya ngayon dito sa room, kasi kung nandito siya, maingay yun eh. Pero yun yung parang, actually kahit nung when he was younger, yun yung quality time namin na tulog ako, pero nasa room niya ako. Parang at least nakikita niya nandun ako, pero tulog ako. Pero now, since
binata na siya.
Sa bahay lang din siya, so may sarili siyang PC. On the other side, tapos nandito yung TV niya, PlayStation and all. So, basta wala akong live, okay lang na nandito siya. Pero pag may live, syempre, katulad nito, masyado siyang maingay eh. So, yun. So, kumbaga parang, moms have their own way of coping with stress. Like ako, minsan, sometimes I go out, minsan nag-Airbnb lang ako, girl. Nagre-rent lang ako ng Airbnb, dun ako nagwo-work. Tas,
Sana all.
Sana all katulad ng asawa mo, diba?
Okay.
Minsan you can't have everything, diba? Correct. Sometimes we can't have all. Though ako naman kasi, parang the reason why I sometimes want to work somewhere else is, minsan nakakainom ako while working. My mom kasi is here, she's very strict. So, hindi pwede. Like, if she would see me drinking, she would think there's a problem. But, kumbaga parang yung sa akin is just for like unwinding, diba? Since with the pandemic, hindi ka naman basta-basta makalabas. So, minsan ganon. Sometimes that's what I do. Ayun. What would you consider is your greatest fear? And how do you manage fear?
Yan yung kanina, no? Yan yung sinabi ko na parang I'm not afraid of dying. What I'm afraid of is yung pag namatay ko, paano yung anak ko, tsaka yung asawa ko. That's my greatest fear, actually. But dying, it's not my fear. So, how do I manage my fear? Yun nga ngayon, thankful nga talaga ako na parang natauhan ako na parang, hey, Val, parang you really have to take care of your health. I'm a body positivity advocate. But of course, at the end of the day, it's about our health, guys. You know, hindi natin kailangan maging thin, hindi natin kailangan maging 24 yung waist natin. But at least try to have a conscious effort to take care of our body. Again, I'm still a work in progress. Like, I'm at my heaviest right now. Parang bigla na lang sumapi sa isip ko na you just have to do something about it. Kasi anytime, grabe, ang cute ng anak ko, sobrang sweet. Parang hindi ko ma-imagine kung mamatay ako. Parang, sino mag-aalaga dito, di ba? Parang, ano ba? So, parang yun, parang isang araw, isang umaga, bumangon na lang ako kasi my husband never forced me to lose weight. Thank God. He really accepted me for this body or for whatever I am, no? Bigla na lang siya pumasok sa isip ko na parang you have to do something. about
Right.
yourself. Sabi ko, talagang, sabi ng asawa ko, hindi mo kailangan mag-lose ng weight. You just have to keep your heart pumped. You just have to train yourself to be more disciplined, and everything else will follow. So that's how I manage right now. I'm managing my fear. I'm managing myself one day at a time. Kasi hindi naman ako naging ganito kalaki ng isang araw or overnight. So I'm dealing with this fear one day at a time.
So would you say, so since you mentioned, no, like ever since, big girl ka na talaga, and you mentioned that this is by far your biggest weight. Is it because of what you eat, or just because wala masyadong physical routine? Because now you mentioned you're walking. So what do you think led you to become bigger?
Sa totoo lang kasi, iba kasi yung confidence level ko. Like, thank God na I was given this gift na I don't care what people will say about my weight.
Right.
Well, not really, I don't care. Syempre, nasaktan ako, but parang hindi ako nagtatanim. So, what I see in the mirror is a beautiful girl, is a normal girl that I didn't notice na, hey, 5XL ka na. Parang hindi ko na babanggitin yung weight kasi baka magulat kayo. 5XL ka na. So parang, ganun lang eh. Parang kahit makita ko yung sarili, hindi ko nakikitang pangit na creature yung sarili ko. I think that's one part. Also, because the people around me love me for who I am and not what I am. Like, I don't know. Some reason, parang they don't care kung ano yung physical ko. Siguro isang malaking factor talaga siguro yun na hindi ako aware na ganito ka pala kalaki. Na ganito ka nakalaki. But just to give you past like 2012, I joined the Biggest Loser Pinoy edition season 2. And that's before I met my husband. I lost about like 60 to 70 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So after that, sis, I'm very, very thankful. I got pregnant. I got pregnant with my son. So sabi ko, talagang ang pregnancy, talagang depende yan sa mga tao. I mean, depende. Like, hindi mo sabihin malaki ka, hindi ka pwedeng magbuntis. Hindi naman ganun. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin very health conscious ka. Diba? Hindi mo masabi. Pero, I think that led to my pregnancy. Kaya ako nagbuntis. Tapos yun nga, makain lahat eh. So, I'm the one cooking. I love to cook. My husband loves to eat. Tapos, kumbaga, we enjoyed eating talaga. Like, bonding namin ang asawa ko kasi hindi kami maluho eh. Parang wala kaming luho sa katawan. The only luho that we have is food talaga. Like, he's willing to buy Wagyu every day, to eat steak every day. Pero kahit wala na yung bago sa kato.
Wala makakambal yan? Wala makakambal yung asawa mo?
Wala eh. Wala nga eh. Pero natuwa ko sa'yo, sis.
Hindi, you know what? I mean, with your story, I think one reason also, I mean, it's great that your self-love, your self-worth, your self-confidence is very, very strong, no? Despite your size, because girl, it's not easy. Diba? Lalo na dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, diba? How many body shamers are out there?
You have a lot.
minsan hindi third party eh. Ikaw mismo, you body shame yourself, diba? Or when you gain weight, you look at the mirror and you feel like you're the ugliest person in the world. But I think your husband's love for you is also parang, I think it's also something that led to the added weight because it didn't bother him, diba? He accepted you for who you are, what you are, which is good, diba? Which is good. So at the same time, kumbaga parang with this, and it's also good that he actually parang told you na, you don't have to lose a lot of weight, parang just be healthy, diba? Be healthy. So I think that's also a factor, and not a lot of people get to be in a relationship with someone like that. You know, there would be men who like even your partner, your husband, your boyfriend would tell you na, oh, mataba ka na masyado. Diba? Magpapayat ka na. Diba?
Correct.
Ganon. There are guys like that. There are guys like that. At least with hobby, diba? Kumbaga parang hinayaan lang niya muna. I think he waited until you realized na you needed to do something. And when you finally realized that you had to do something, dun siya oo nga, parang oo, tama na, dun siya nag-add. Pero never kanyang pinangunahan na, you need to do this. Diba? Kaya
he
sana
never,
all talaga.
Oo, and he never said na, ang taba mo. He never said that. Lagi niya ako nire-reverse psychology. Kain ka pa, babe. Kain ka pa, oh. Ganyan siya. Kain ka pa. Pero kasi, nakikita ko kasi na masaya siya pag masaya ako. So, syempre yung pagkain lang nga. Kasi nga, parang I don't have any family in Manila. So, talagang they are all what I have. Parang hindi ako masyadong naglalabas. Hindi naman ako palagimik na tao. And given the pandemic also, diba? So, masaya siya. Kasi iba yung feeling pagka masaya. Sarap-sarap yung pagkain. Iba yung...
My God,
parang,
food, diba? Like ako, if food can be a stress reliever, or sometimes if you're having a bad day and parang okay, anong food ang pwedeng magpasaya sa akin today? Ako Chinese food eh.
Oo, kami din.
Chinese food. Ako usually ang crave ko ganyan, Chinese food, seafood, mga feel good ba?
Kumbaga parang we deserve.
Oo, kasi ako before, super conscious din ako. Ako kasi parang naman ako, liit, laki. Ganun ako. Though, nung 30s na end up, medyo pahirapan na. Tapos, lagi ako na parang, okay, tomorrow magda-diet na ako. Ganun ako palagi, tomorrow magda-diet na ako. Tapos, since hirapan na ako mag-lose ng weight, parang 1 year, dumating na lang yung time na, sige, tanggapin na natin tong katawan na to. And that's the time that I started to enjoy food. Kasi before, parang I eat, pero there's always this guilt feeling ba? Na yes, you're enjoying your food, pero at the back of your head, shit, this is the potential gain that I'll get from eating this food. So parang you're living a fake life ba? Na you're enjoying food, you're eating food, pero at the end of the day, biglang you feel guilty because you ate that. Hanggang kaya bigla ako parang ganun umabot ako dun sa phase na tanggapin na nga tong katawan na to. And then after that, that's when I really started to enjoy eating the food that I like to eat. Kasi before, lagi may guilt feeling. So yun nga, kumbaga parang sabi ko nga, diba, we cannot have everything, but you're very, very fortunate with your partner in life.
Super,
diba?
super blessed talaga.
So, what would you consider, or what would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful business owner?
Okay, skills to or attitude, no? Skills or attitude. Sige. Skills, no? You're asking for skills?
Yes, top 3 skills.
Okay, pero ano bang sample ng mga skills? Pakibigyan mo nga ako sis ng para nawawala ako.
Like patience,
naisip ko kumain kasi.
persevere.
Okay, so behavior or
kasi
attitude.
natin pagkain.
Oo nga ang sarap ng pagkain dito. Okay, so skills or attitude. Okay, so number 1, feeling ko talaga, passion? Love? Not just for e-commerce, but for everything that you do in life. Not just for work, for anything under the sun, you have to do it with love, diba? If mahal mo yung ginagawa mo, may mararamdaman kang pagod, pero mag-e-enjoy ka at
Right.
you will always see the positive things or the good things lagi, every day of your life. So number 1 is passion or love. Kasi if you do something out of na pressure ka lang kasi uso ang mga kung ano man, 'di ba? Pero wala naman yung pagmamahal, wala yung passion mo. Parang it can be successful, depende nga din, di ba? Pero,
Right.
ang sarap lang na minamahal mo yung ginagawa mo. Kasi
Correct.
talagang, alam mong magyayabong at nai-enjoy mo lahat. Yon. So, second po, I think it's perseverance. Because that's what I really lack. That's what I really lack. And I, still, again, working in progress. May times may attitude kasi ako. Alam mo yung, sa Filipinos, no, ningas kugon, di ba? Magaling tayo sa una. Wow, sige. Tara. Pero hindi tayo nakakapag-maintain ng mga bagay-bagay.
Right.
Ganyan ako. Ganyan ang sakit ko. Ang galing-galing ko sa una. Pero, pag na-discourage lang ako isang beses, yako na. And that's why I am very thankful sa lahat ng failure ko kasi natutunan kong maging patient at mag-persevere pa sa buhay. And this Sabel talaga, kahit bago lang siya, talagang kakaiba yung tinuturo niya. Okay, baby, matatapos. Kakaiba yung naituro niya sa buhay ko. So, when you persevere kasi, ako kasi, naniniwala ako kasi, talagang you really have to take everything one day at a time, di ba? Masarap magkaroon ng goal, long-term goal. Pero most of the time, na-overlook natin na, meron pala tayong kailangang i-maintain every day. Like, that's the harder part of everything, di ba? Like sa business. Ito yung goal mo, kumita ka ng ganitong, ng 5 million or how many million, whatever, billion or trillion. Pero na-overlook, hindi natin napuput into consideration yung everyday natin na, kikita lang ako dito ng 5 piso sa isang araw. Dito sa pangalawang araw, kita ako ng 10 piso. Ganon. So pagdating na like mga 5 days, hindi ka kumita ng 50 pesos, ayoko na talaga. O kaya meron kang winning item, ito, ganyan. Pero hindi pumatok or siguro kulang yung effort mo or akala mo magic lang na pagka bumili ka ng winning item, mabebenta mo na. Pero the works of it, hindi mo dinedicate yung sarili mo, ayoko na. Ganon ako. So, yun, perseverance is very, very important, siguro. Tapos, lastly, hindi ko alam yung term kung tama, pero just be open. Keep yourself open. Huwag kang maging close. Ayun, open-mindedness. Huwag kang maging close-minded na change is inevitable, you know? Like, in the next second, everything would, like this pandemic, di ba? Who would have thought magiging ganito tayo in a span of, like, split of second of, ganito na yung mundo natin. So, feeling ko, if you have open mind or open-mindedness, madali ka mag-adapt sa nangyayari. And madali ka makakuha ng ideas on how to shift your business or to shift your life. So, yun, that's the 3 skills or attitude that I can advise.
Yes, that's correct. And I mean, since you mentioned COVID, no, diba? Like, who would have thought that COVID would be worse this year, diba? Kumbaga parang we all thought that, COVID will just be there 2020, things will be better 2021. However, cases are worse this year. But yun nga, this is already the new normal. So I think that's one of the things that the pandemic taught us, na be adaptable, na you never know what will happen, diba? Because no one was ready for ECQ way back March last year, diba?
Yes,
we all thought that it was, akala natin joke, or akala natin it wouldn't be as what it was.
It will not last
diba?
this, long.
That it wouldn't last, or that it wouldn't last this long. But ngayon, kumbaga, you never know. Minsan, okay na, biglang ECQ na naman. Minsan, ganito. So, I think it's also a matter of we don't need to rely on the government telling us what to do. I think like as simple as social distancing, let's do our own social distancing. Because if you would go out and see what's going on outside, it will just make you stressed kasi walang nagso-social distancing eh. 'Diba?
Mm-mm.
And
Let's
kumbaga
take our
parang
part. Let's do our part, kumbaga.
oo, let's just do our part. Wag na tayong, 'di ba? Wag na tayong reklamo dito, reklamo diyan. Let's do our part. Let's
Correct.
do our own social distancing. Let's do our own disinfecting. Let's not rely on other people to do it for us or other people to tell us what to
Correct.
do. Let's start from us with our family and kung sino man yung nasasakupan natin.
Correct.
Ayun. For my last question for you tonight, if you had a magic
Woo!
stick, which are 3 things that you would change in the world? Since kakaano lang ng Miss Universe, no? So, Miss Universe question. If
Oh,
you had
thank
a
you so
magic
much.
stick, which are
Wow,
3 things that
technical.
you would change in the world?
Oh, thank you for that question, Miss Mary. If I've given a magic stick, siguro number 1, gusto kong baguhin yung the way yung ay, hindi ko mahanap yung word, pero yung pag-uugali ng mga tao ngayon. Medyo
Like what?
nagiging out of control na ang mundo. Like, we don't know how to, alam mo, sama-sama na yun eh. Parang, alam natin yon yung good and bad. So, medyo marami na
Yes.
tayo nakikita ng mga bad things around us. People killing other people.
Yeah.
Diba? Kung ano yung makikita naman natin yun sa news. If I will be given magic stick, gusto ko lang pakalmahin yung mga tao na, hello, kalma lang tayong lahat. Lahat tayo mamamatay, huwag natin madaliin, di ba? Kumbaga parang, lahat eh, parang sobrang fast-paced na kasi tayo eh. Fast-paced na parang, ang mga tao ngayon parang medyo magulo na talaga. So, kalma lang kayo. Second is restorations of the earth, of our world, of our environment.
Yes.
Yun lang, parang, kasi we really have to maintain balance in everything. So, if nakita natin na maayos sa mga tao at manunumbalik ang ganda ng mundo natin, di ba? Pagmamahal lang yung papairalin natin. So, talagang this will become a better and more beautiful world to live in. Number 3, actually wala na akong maisip eh. Kasi parang it will start among us. It will start among us. Talagang yung discipline ng tao, yung pagmamahal sa kapwa, yun lang. Pero kung number 3, wala talaga ako maisip, Sis Mary. Wala talaga ako maisip. Siguro safety
That's
na lang
fine.
sa lahat.
Safety for everyone, yes.
Oo,
Because
oo.
now you don't know where it's safe
Yes.
anymore.
I'll
Diba?
always,
Regardless if you're home or not, in social media, diba, and dami, as simple as social media, and dami-daming, people who can hurt you by their words,
Yes.
by their comments. So,
Correct.
safety. So, thank you so much for that, Valerie. And thank you for gracing us tonight. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
allowing me to show your background to ojMD, to our audience. And since you kept mentioning earlier that you're still a work in progress, I think any business owner is, regardless how long they've been in the business. Since, diba, sabi ko nga, there will always be ups, there will always be downs, challenges will always be there. New issues or challenges would always come where minsan hindi tayo prepared dun sa challenge na dumadating. So, kumbaga, what's important is that, just keep on trying to reach what you want to reach. You're very fortunate because you're very much loved by your family.
Thank
have
you.
a very cute son. You have a very
Salamat.
supportive husband, diba?
Yes.
And yes, I do agree that you really need to start thinking of taking care of yourself.
Correct.
Not just for your family, not just for your husband, not just for your son, but for yourself. And I appreciate that, you're there and your business is, giving confidence to women who are plus size, since yun nga, as what I shared earlier, na yan ang one of the biggest challenges and struggles of women na big. I think not even big, because there are even some women, kahit naman they're it's a typical
Well endowed. Kumbaga
woman
medyo,
thing, di ba? Na it's a typical woman thing na madagdagan lang ng 1 pound, 2 pounds, feeling so big
malaki
na,
na.
feeling ang laki-laki na masyado. So kumbaga
Correct.
parang your business venture is basically providing giving women confidence with their size, and continue what you are doing. And again, thank you so much for gracing me tonight.
Thank
I'm
you
very
so much.
fortunate of your time. So there, and I do hope to see more Sabel products in the future.
That's so sweet. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mary.
Thank you so much, Valerie. And for our guest, guys, tomorrow our guest is Jay Jasmines. So I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Again, Valerie, thank you so much for your time. To everyone who's watching, thank you for your time. I do hope that Valerie's story inspired you. That no matter what size you are, you can do business. And ang pinaka-importante dito, guys, I think like for me, my biggest takeaway from Valerie is her self-love, her self-confidence, and her self-worth. It doesn't matter, what the world tells you. What's most important is how you view and see yourself. You are the very first person who should love and appreciate who you are, and everything else will follow. Ayan.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much, Valerie. Thank you so much to our viewers. Stay home. Keep safe, guys. COVID is real. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.